Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Gwenting here, and in celebration of another Firesworn Friday, I bring to you Syndicate Hyperthin. This deck is super weird. I feel like for any true Hyperthin deck, you have to have a Heracrax with Phoenix right now. It's just such a great combo, but it also forces out your opponent's best provision card out of their deck, so they could have their other one in hand. But I'm seeing a lot of people throw away their leader cards, Oberon, Harald on Crate, Jacques Miraculous Child, Viraxis. People are mulliganing those away round one so that they can go deep on round one and pick them up later. And the Heracrax pull on any of those cards makes them just 5 or 6 point bricks. And you get out your 4-point Phoenix. So it's basically meeting the value of the pulled card and just nerfing their carry forward value. And then here we're using the Triss Yen combo with Procession of Penance, and then using Congregate to get those units out. You can also use a Heracrax, so if you get Phoenix round 1, you can use a Heracrax round 3 to range throw to pull out your Procession of Penance, if that's your lowest value card. We do have Dodric Lumerits in here, and I have only 1 Eavesdrop. You could bump this up to 2, but I liked having the double paydays. It was nice to have just a few coins here. And the Halfling Safecrackers are in here just for good value. If you wanted to swap anything, I might think about changing them to Sewer Raiders, just so you have a little bit more value on the downside with them as well. So they make for great tempo, but I opted not to use them. I was trying a hidden cache version of this deck, and we were getting it too thin. I ended up running out of cards every time. So, but welcome to Chirin Wu, helped me put this deck together, so many thanks to him. Here we go. We're going to see how it goes. But we were testing it out yesterday, and it was a little awkward at times, but I think we got it. So it has more upside point potential with Fallen Knights, Sacred Flame, leader charges. So finding good value with them there. If you wanted, you could add in Ulrich possibly, but it does cause you problems with the Phoenix pull, since he's also 11 provisions. I kind of wish he was only 10, but he's not. He's not a great engine in and of himself, and if you brick with him, it hurts your soul a little bit. So Bare Knuckle Brawler needs to stay in the deck because we're going to be using Novogradian Justice to get him out, hopefully. And then I think otherwise, Halfling Safecrackers are the #1 pull I'm looking for, and I'm going to go for this Phoenix pull here, just as a good thinning play. Man, what a turn to miss Halfling Safecrackers. We just have so many crimes. Alright, so Penitent is a good Death Wish card. It's also a Thrive card, so here I'm actually just going to spend this payday, get myself some coins, and pull out a 7 provision card. Here it looks like it's Bugo, which is fine. We are all about patient play with this deck. Just trying to get out some of the opponent's highest value. I don't like this Wild Hunt Riders play quite yet. I would have waited. It's good tempo, and you have a 10 point card there, so I don't really know what value the opponent thought they got from that. Here we're just gonna go for Eavesdrop. We don't have to take or draw anything else, and we'll put back Assault. So Eavesdrop is a card that gets you some consistency. It's also really nice because it puts the card allegedly at the bottom of your deck. We did some deck testing yesterday, and it's not working as it's supposed to work. So make sure to tag CDPR in your comments and posts, and we'll see if we can get them to fix that card, as not getting it to go to the bottom of the deck can be really detrimental. So here we're just going to go for a Heracrax, forcing out our Phoenix and pulling out Ruhin from the opponent. Really great pull from the opponent here, where they really have lost a lot of their carry forward value in a long round. Welcome, that dude Squints. As always, for those of you on YouTube, please join on Twitch. We have so much fun. That's where, like, you know, I often make spicy videos, but we do like crazy stuff on there sometimes. So we're kind of done with this round. There's no way we're making up 32 points of value. I think the opponent knows that. I'm really trying to deny this value in Leruhin going forward anyway. So I'm quite content with this play. We're just gonna kind of get out of this. We carry forward 4 coins, which gives us some flexibility, hopefully with Von Hurst. But I am doing well. How are you doing, dude? Squints? So other things that we really need to be careful of. We do need to get out casino bouncers here. I like Sacred Flame this round. I have a feeling like we're going to get pushed. And then for the final round, we want to have as many of the tutors out of the deck as possible, and then put back in as many crimes as possible. So here we're going to put back in Payday. Novigradian Justice works perfect, so we're just going to sit here with that. It's a 9-point play, and then we get casino bouncers out here as well. Plus we have Phoenix, so we have a lot of really good plays that we can make. I also wouldn't mind spending Vivaldi here because I do have 4 coins right now, so I'm going to get a 7-coin look through. Von Hurst would be my priority. I just first need to get out Casino Bouncer and Bare Knuckle Brawler. Fricka would also work well. So here, if I did have an Intimidate engine, like Halfling Safecracker, that would be better with Novigradian Justice because then it would be an Intimidate proc. Here I'm just kind of waiting to play my Fallen Knights until later. We'll just start with this Novigradian Justice. We just want to make sure that we are keeping this point edge. We don't need to trigger this Phoenix Hatchling until we get down to 7 cards, because we're going to want to be playing a few cards anyway. So Triss and Yen we can't play yet. We need those for the final round. Alright, Seeing Haunt, I know now that I need to start committing some stuff. So here I'm going to dig for, I'm going to start with Casino Bouncers, and then next turn we're going to dig for Von Hurst, play him to the range row. And I like to have these for the play of Procession of Penance using Excommunication, but it's not necessary per se. The Yen and Triss plays are just as valuable, if we're being honest. I don't want them to draw into Furco, so I might actually play Furco here. This is a little strange. Premature. I would have waited for me to transform this Phoenix Hatchling and play another Crime for the Bare Knuckle Brawler, but here the opponent just really wanting to tempo for reasons that might not be explainable to the human mind. We're going to go for this. So I really like Furco as the tutor, but I don't only have 2 crime cards in here anyway. Von Hurst is what's really going to pull me out of this pinch that I'm in. And I don't have any Firesworn units that I would want to banish, and there's nothing of his I really care to kill. So we're just going to go for Von Hurst, and we'll put him to melee.
Quartermaster of the Order, at your service.
We might see the opponent just go ahead and take a pass here, so we're going to convert that. And we'll just wait.
You, yes, you! Have you made your offering?
Obviously, if Von Hurst gets erased, we're going to have some problems. But I'm pretty content with where we are now. We're playing around Manticore as well at this point.
How low we have fallen.
And then we're just going to wait on these Congregate plays. And then we can convert these units to an even number, because we have the coins.
Remove his cowl, then his ears.
But we're out of Strega range with a 5-point Fallen Knight. Solana Harpy's just a little slow here and not really getting any kind of synergy that we might see a bond come out here soon, but certainly not yet. And then we're playing this Fallen Knight, so we're going to go up by 2, 3, 4 points every turn, which is going to catch us up to the opponent. So we really don't even need to proc any of these Firesworn Zealots.
By denying penance,
we just need to stay up
confirm
over the
your
opponent's
guilt.
score. Well, thanks for joining, Dude Squints, and welcome, Silver Palm. Always great to have you on. Yeah, so here we do see the bonded play. I think the opponent just trying to go for value. This beast is going to max out at 10 points, though. And Congregate is really going to push us over the edge here.
Yes, you. Have
The
you made
opponent's
your
just
offering?
really not able to keep up in terms of score or value. Although we are going to run out of room. It'll be interesting to see how much the opponent decides to play here. So we will go for Sacred Flame, and then save the Congregation to tuck back into the deck next round. Detlef is a little strange here. It is point play. It's not great value. It does play for a total of 19 points though. So here I think the opponent is quite happy with that.
Yes, you. Have
We
you
only
made
get to
your
spawn
offering?
one unit here. And we're just going to transform all of these guys. Since his horde is 4, we're kind of out of room anyway. But we do need we probably need both of these procs from Congregation. Yeah, we don't quite get enough points regardless. So I'm just going to go ahead and spend here. Just in case we see Werewolf come down. Preserves us a little bit of room here for this final Congregation play. But we won't go down any cards. And we are going into a tight third round, which plays well for our Hyperthin. Parasite doesn't make a lot of sense whatsoever. But now the opponent is really struggling for points.
Gold shines brightest in the presence of fire.
But at this point, we're just praying the opponent can't play anything else because we're out of value. He just gets crazy value out of the Jurgen. And that's game over for us. So well played on his part. Good win for the opponent there. So make sure to play around the Jurgen with the Fallen Knights. Oh, wow, it's been a hot minute since I've seen Jurgen. I think the first game I played earlier today did, but let's get into one more game. I actually I'm going to make one change, sorry. I think, you know, playing with it again, Payday's nice, it's good removal, but the coins really aren't all that helpful. Oh, whoops. I think here I would rather have Payday. One Payday and 2 Eavesdrops, just for the consistency, so I can put stuff back at the bottom of my deck again. Yes, this is much better. Biggest thing this deck is missing is spends. You could use Bloody Good Fun for like really high damage plays. Von Hurst is really the only other spender. So just know that going into it. Oh man, other suggestions I would have for this, you could probably trim out the Bare Knuckle Brawler and the Novigradian Justice if you wanted. I don't love the tempo play, but it works pretty well.
Infernal gout.
Alright, we'll just have to see how the opponent's deciding to play here. There's a lot of different crimes decks being bandied about right now. So I do love Dodric. We don't have any agents really though. But here I'm just going to be putting Yen back. I really don't want her quite yet. I'm just trying to get as many crimes as possible. And I'm actually just going to save this Fallen Knight for later. Alright, this Novigradian Justice is perfect. So I'll play both Safecrackers, then Novigradian Justice, and then probably the Payday and the Assault. Plus a Heraclex. So we can play a little bit more this round than we would have last round. So this is a good indication to me of how much removal the opponent's running. So they have 4 crime cards. I think we only have 3, so not quite as great for us. Vivaldi Bank is not a crime card, so that's something to keep in mind. But we do have Furco in hand, so we're going to get some value out of him. Diaz is typically the play you see with Furco. Novigradian Justice is the other card we often seek to play with him, but we'll probably go for XCOM. Excommunication is really good. With just a single leader charge.
How low we have fallen.
Here I think the opponent is just going for value with the Fallen Knights this round. We don't mind. We're just kind of hanging in there, but kind of giving up on this round. But needing to take it a little bit further than we took last game. Should maybe build in some Fallen Knight, some Lonely Champions. Although Yurden is the best tech against Lonely Champions. Alright, Bare Knuckle Brawler coming down. Kinda just making similar plays to each other at this point.
Blabbing already, but I was just getting started.
Payday's gonna get this removal on the Bare Knuckle Brawler. It is an engine for the opponent. I don't anticipate seeing another crime just quite yet from them. And we don't care about the coins. The 5 points of damage is just perfect. Here, just really just trading hands almost completely. Just a little bit of a game of chicken of, oh, how much do you love your deck? Biggest difference is going to come in the Ahir Quacks play.
Time of my sword.
Alright, Excommunication does look pretty nice at this point.
Remove his cowl, then his ear.
It is some consistency later on, so we are kind of trading that. Eavesdrop is perfect here.
Remember, this will be our little secret.
And I think we can put back Assault at this point. We're kind of done with this round, to be honest. We carry over 3 coins, which is a good amount for Vivaldi Bank. So Vivaldi Bank's the other spend. Alright. A bit of a risk. So I would have preferred to save these charges for later, but we need to get out of this round alive.
You confirm your
That does it for us just in time. But we have now clipped their Jacques Miraculous Child from their deck. And now at this point, basically what we want to do is get out all of our cards that we can this round, and we can use Dodric to get us some consistency. Save Triss for later. Casino Bouncers are the other card that we really did need, and we'll probably dig for Von Hurst with our Vivaldi Bank here pretty quickly. Just going for Casino Bouncers first to get us to make sure we have some consistency, also thinning, tempo, etc., etc. Obviously, this would be better with 2 Fallen Knights. We can use Dodric here to get some consistency, but I prefer to use Dodric round 3. That's kind of just like our last card. Ulrich with Fallen Knight makes sense. They're going to get 2 Fallen Knights that way. It's not a terrible idea.
To train, feast, eternal fire, protect us.
Here we give Von Hurst, so we're going to be shy a little bit of money. That's okay.
Short on dried meat.
We'll just play Dodric here and try to get this Eavesdrop. So we have the right amount of money tucked into this deck. You just kind of have to play around, tweak it to get it exactly where you want it to go. Good thing about winning round 1 is that we can basically play this down till we only have 1 card left. Dodric is a thick boy coming in at 6 points, and so he's much more difficult to erase. Things like Payday. I mean, Bloody Good Fun right here would erase him from the board, coming in down at 7 points of value. Which would frustrate our gameplay, but by no means ruin it. Vivaldi tells me that the opponent is searching for some type of removal or point play, something specific. We still haven't triggered our Phoenix yet. So here we are looking for our... we are looking for this Eavesdrop. Hopefully he's exactly the tech card that I anticipated. Playing for an extra 2 points of coins that just get dumped off there, though. So that's a bit unfortunate for our opponent.
Come at me if you must. Don't take this sword.
So we can spend 2 coins with Von Hurst on these congregations. We don't have any use for coins at this point. Orson only converting 1, playing only for 8 points. A little strange from my perspective. Kind of just going for value. I think they think they're scaring us out of this round, but again, we're playing Hyperthin here, so we don't really care. So we're going Sacred Flame next. We'll do that to melee row, and then we'll go range row with Congregation.
You are not worthy of the fire's purity, not worthy of its light.
It hits into armor, so that's unfortunate for the opponent. They're getting good value. The question is whether or not they're going to have anything for round 3. So Eavesdrop is the card we probably want most for no other reason than we can kind of say, okay, I want that back in my deck. Or we do have this weird oblong issue. Oh, we just missed it by 1 point. Oh, I should have counted that out. Whoops. So I guess the cut up lackey came in clutch for the opponent there. So Eavesdrop does let us put something back into the deck. But if I can get Yen, that's what I really want. Looks like we are going to get the worst of all the worlds. This is game over for us, so we're just going to go ahead and forfeit and try one more game. Gotta do your maths. Everybody learns from that. So we got really close here. The Dodric death was what really set us awry. Alright, we'll try one more time. I think maybe we should change. You could change one of the halfling safecrackers into another Payday. That way you just have 1 fewer units. Unfortunate. Sad days indeed. This is the price we pay to be inventive, though, right? It's hard to get the perfect deck to go the perfect way. This deck is very similar to like the quadruple Judah, the foursome with Judah, however you want to call that deck. All right, so this is awesome for us. These guys are really not all that helpful right now. He's nice and she's nice, so I can kind of just like filter through with Reckless Abandon, to be honest. I'm going to keep Triss, because I think I'd rather have the punish than the boost. Especially against Nilfgaard. Wish Von Hurst came with a Veil. I'm doing well, Slav Squirrel. Good to see you. If we lose to Nilfgaard, you can feel good. Ooh, I love that. The space aura, that one's cool. I'm gonna go for the Bouncer's Insanity first. We're gonna go range with them.
Mages. Shooting's second nature to them.
I always find it a bit weird to see commitment to a 4 provision unit just to get them boosted up. Especially when resets and Morkvarg or Heart of Terror are so prevalent. I mean, you don't know what I'm carrying here, but poisons are certainly not outside the realm of possibility, so boosting up a 4 provision unit just to keep it alive feels a little bit strange to me.
The senses can be fooled easily.
But I'm willing to be surprised. I just don't want to break into this later. And I know we have the cards to tech around it, but we also get the tempo here. The opponent also spending on this Thirsty Dame. I don't understand. Unless the goal is basically to spend these quickly and then to have some kind of protection or like a guaranteed Damien Delatour reset, or you're just trying to get out often for consistency because you're playing Hyperthin, or something like that. I don't really get it. This is an even stranger play. Seeing Brothans, I'm ready to get out of this round. And I'm pretty happy about that. Heatwave wouldn't blow my mind. I do see Heatwaves traded against Phoenix, which is not a terrible idea. Also not a great idea. Oddly, we control an agent, so we actually do get to use Dodric right away if we played him. So if the opponent opted for a pass here, we'd go for like a Dodric and a Furco play. Get 2 resets that way. The opponent here just making strange choices. Feels like an intense commitment to round 1. Intense commitment. Alright, I don't really hate any of these cards. We're gonna put Triss back. The more crimes, the better. Assault's probably the worst of the crimes, but we can trade him back with Dodric. Call this good. Now we need to play in all 3 rounds because of the Phoenix anyway, so. I do love the Phoenix to HeroQuax combo. It works quite well. Here the Assault just... I'm losing some value with the Halfling Safecracker. If I don't play it, I would erase this value off this unit, but I'm happy with where we are. We'll stay up in terms of points. Just always have to remember to add 1 to the opponent's play. It means that if a Damien Delatour was played to get value from the leader ability, the opponent's going to lose value from the Magnetic Vision. So, the more I let it sit there, the better off I feel about the opponent making misplays. Joachim early indicates to me that they either have a ton of aristocrats, or that this is not a ball deck. Maybe they knew they were getting enforcers. One cannot be sure. Joachim is obnoxiously not an agent, so we don't get the Dodric proc there. But we'll go for Eavesdrop. And we're gonna put Procession back. It's the one card we don't want. This is a very thick enforcer. Nice big boy. I used to run a deck that was similar to this, using Joachim just to put down value. Problem is, Geralts were running prevalent. The Fifion play is just fantastic. Going to range to protect the enforcers. That's fine. No one made you do it, but you know, it's a choice you can make. The excommunications here looking pretty nice. I think I'd like to get Dodric out though. Kind of low on value as is anyway.
No worries, man.
I'm just going for the damage. Trying to erase this Dodric, which makes sense. Let's see what we get. Fallen Knight is perfect. We're going to go ahead and put back Assault. It's just not going to find us that much value this game.
Trading, fisting, eternal fire, protect us.
Should have played it between units to respect the assassination, but here we are. Opponent opting for the pass. You go for Furco with excommunication.
Preference.
Safecracker works nicely.
Every lock holds the key to. No, wait.
We'll keep Payday. It's a nice tech card. And then here we'll just spend these other 2 procs.
Yes, you. Have you made your offering?
Oh, what did I say? I was gonna forget about Magni Division, and what did I do? I forgot about Magni Division. All right. The one card we really want to get out of here is probably Eavesdrop for consistency. Oh man, but it's not enough value, so we'll just do this. I'm tilting. Don't tilt like this. Do your maths. This is like my 4th video of the day, so I'm kind of playing oblong plays. All right, we get Triss, we get Fallen Knight, we get the Eavesdrop. I want the Eavesdrop, and I can get the Yen guaranteed. So do I actually even want the Eavesdrop? Probably not. I'd rather have the Congregation. All right, this is perfect. This is exactly what we want to see. So we have 4 cards in here, and they're all specials plus Procession, which is what you want from your Hyperthin. So we actually get it, and then we have Von Hurst here, so we're just going to start him off. Get him crack-a-lacking. We get value to our Fallen Knight right away. Turkanov tells me I can expect another one of the... Oh, it just bricked. No more enforcers. Okay. I don't mind that. Alright, we'll go Fallen Knight here.
In the Order's name, I confiscate these goods.
Now this transforms, it doesn't spawn, so there's no benefit with that. We'll say though, and then the Hero Quacks is summon. If I was fearful of anything, it'd be a Vincent play onto the Fallen Knight. Everything else, we're just gonna kind of let it get boosted up. Congregation looks pretty nice here. I don't get guarantees on the cards because there's 3 of these. Oh, sorry, there's 4 cards, right? So the first one you get for free, and then the other 3 coins. So we can do it guaranteed. So let's go ahead and do that. I have to walk myself mentally through that. So even though it was the bottom card, we maintain a 4 points.
Yes,
4 coins.
have you made your offering?
I can do my maths. I can count good.
Don't ask a lady her age. It's
So the only trick for me, I probably want to convert those, to be honest. So Yen and Triss both need to go to ranged. So right now we have 5 cards. This will be 8 if we play this. That'll be 8 if we play that. So let's go to melee.
Believe I heard more coin clinking about in that pouch of yours.
We're just gonna go ahead and convert all these. That's probably where the most of my value is gonna come this game. I anticipate this Fallen Knight's gonna get erased. Thanks, and there's still one more chapter here. This is convenient for us. It makes room for Sacred Flame and its 2 spawns.
Have you made your offering?
So clearly we knew the opponent was going to kill that off, and we played pretty well around that. Oh, it still has 4 units to play. It gets double last say. Which is unfortunate, but I think we're pretty happy with all the other cards we have. This is a little strange.
Now you see me. Now you don't.
Just reducing value, I think. We'll save the damage. Instead, go for boost first.
You crossed the wrong sorceress.
And why not? Go for... And they all have status, so let's go for this one. Just to kind of spread out the value a little bit. There's no reason to pull the trigger on this, and there's no reason not to pull the trigger on that. So, you know. Decisions are your own. Welcome to life. See if we can still get the win despite my terrible counting. Counting skills very much falling flat lately. We still have this Phoenix to trigger too. The Sacred Flame right now represents 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points. Obviously this poison was going to be unfortunate no matter how it came down. Here we go. We get a bunch of value out of this. And like I said before, I think we're going to lose 29 points of value here. Oh, the Vincent proc of the Fangs is what really is going to dictate the future of our card play here.
Kill the dog diddlers!
Fergus is a little strange. Kind of a 7-point brick at this point. Although he does give 3 points of Percy Day. Coup de grace coming down onto Roderick, I'm guessing. Oh, going for Yen Divination. Alright, well, we'll see what he pulls from his own deck.
Nothing to pick up when I'm
An
done.
emissary. Yeah, I think that's probably the worst of all choices. Yeah, pulling out his Usurper was excellent round 1. So there you go. That's how the deck's supposed to work. Make sure to do your maths. And even if you don't do them, you might still get a win. But thank you guys for joining. Please leave a like if you like this video. Please subscribe for future content. If you have ideas, thoughts, or suggestions, please, I obviously need them. Until next time, good luck on the path. Get out there and keep on gwenting.